Hi, so I'm going to briefly go over how we assemble the Manger Nativity set. So when we get the pieces back from the Coroplast cutter, right now we're using the people up in Baton Rouge, and the plan is you can start to use anyone in any city that can cut Coroplast. We get them back and they're in fairly good condition. Sometimes though, there's little pieces of what we call chaff, hanging chad for those of you who remember the elections, and these little pieces of plastic need to be cleaned up. There's a couple ways. You can just use a regular straight edge razor and just go around and kind of clip them off. They come off pretty easily. You can sometimes even just use your hand, but definitely just running around with the knife when they come off. The other way is with a regular metal edging tool for sharp edges that you, when you're machining a piece apart, steel or so, and it's just got a nice little edge to it, and it's as simple as just getting into the hole and running around the edge, and then sometimes you just knock them off. You can even, depending on how bad the cutter was when it was running, you can even run it down the edge, and then it just takes and flakes it off. So you have to pretty much walk around the whole part, each of the parts, and do that. If you're doing this with your church group or whatever, one person can be merely doing that to each of the panels and pieces, and then maybe it takes them 10 minutes to do all the parts. So that's 10 minutes for one station, and then the next station takes about 10 minutes to glue on the hinges, and then the next station takes about 10 minutes or so to glue on the top caps and tape those up and put those on the side. And then someone else is probably putting on the Velcro for the star. So it's very quick, simple, and easy to put together. There's not much assembly time. The only other things I'll tell you about, I'll give you some real hints on. We've tried a lot of different things. The top caps, I'm going to jump forward to that. I found works better is probably liquid nails. Silicone also works very well. The clear base silicone, it's got a lot of vinegar in it and stuff. And once you glue that on and you put them down, you hold them down with some blue tape. You'll see that in a few minutes on the other video, while that sets. And that really kind of needs 24 hours for it to cure, because once you put the top caps on, there's no air ventilating to helping it dry. So you really want to make sure that occurs before you take the tape off. And then, so the way it looks like is, in one day, easily one person, myself or so, can do 20 of these things. So if you have a group of people in one day, you could do 100 or 200. And so, and not a full day, obviously. So that's one hint about this. The other thing, done with it. And then the last thing is heavy duty, and I mean, you need the heavy duty stuff. We use white Velcro. Black Velcro would work too, is for attaching the star. So one piece of it is going to go on the front of the star, and the other piece is going to go on the back of the manger set, so that the angle of the star is straight over Blessed Mary's head towards Jesus. And once that piece of Velcro gets placed on the back side, this is sitting on the top, and I guess you could put it there, but we usually do it from the back side. Then when you're done, the star gets unvelcroed and then rotated 40, 50 degrees and re-velcroed on so that it's coincident with the roof line. And then therefore, when everything folds up, it's all nice and tidy and gets stored. So that's it. That's how simple this is. The challenge is just getting a Coroplast guy set up with the right speed rate on his cutter so that there's no excessive fringing around the edges from his little small high-speed router bit. Right now we're dealing with a particular machine that's out of New Jersey, and we're working with them to locate all of the Coroplast cutters around the country that we could recommend to everybody, and give them the feed settings and everything. So this would be very easy for y'all to replicate and do somewhere else. All right, that's it.